Chapter 8. We see Momo looking at her text to her manager. We see that she's trying to reach her manager and talk about her future as a model. The manager ghosts Momo. Seeing that he's ghosting her makes Momo sad. As she sits on a staircase alone, she says that working hard at school actually cost Momo her job, and Momo is a complete failure. Now we see Tenjiku getting shocked as she receives the news that Momo gave up on studying. The MC is standing next to Tenjiku as she asks Mari, why is Momo giving up at this time? And the makeup tests are next week. Mari remembers Oda telling Momo that she's in the same business as her and replies to Tenjiku that she has no idea, and Momo just became very demoralized all of a sudden. Tenjiku looks concerned. She asks the MC what is he going to do now. She continues and says that Momo missed a lot of classes due to her job, and at this rate, if she gives up her studies also, she'll have to repeat a grade without a doubt. Tenjiku panics more and tells him that at this rate, Momo won't stand a chance in advancing her model career. The MC adjusts his glasses as he calls Mari. He tells her that her chemistry homework is supposed to be due today and tells her to please submit it. Mari tells him that she already has it prepared. He puts out his attendance register and she puts her chemistry assignment on it. He takes the assignment and tells them that he'll be going now. Seeing this nonchalant response leaves Mari and Tenjiku shocked. Tenjiku screams at him and asks him, is that all he has to say about the situation? And asks what will he do about Momo. The MC ignores Tenjiku and keeps walking. She chases him while screaming his name. Mari sees him go and worries. Now we see that Momo is still at the staircase looking at her phone. She's checking Oda's social account and reading her posts. We see Oda post that she has a secret, and in another post saying that maybe something good is about to happen to her. Seeing these posts pisses off Momo. She says that Oda must be eager to announce to everyone that she's going to become a model. Suddenly, Momo goes silent and thinks, why? She suddenly loses her shit and grabs the phone with such force that her phone case breaks. She screams, why does it have to be Oda? Momo goes on a rant that Oda is shorter. She photoshops all her photos, and she is flat-chested. She wonders what kind of strings did Oda pull to get into modeling. Momo continues and says that her feet are much cuter than Oda's too, but suddenly she hears someone asking Oda if she's really becoming a model. Momo instinctively hides and sees that it's Tsubaki and the others. She hears them telling Oda that it's awesome that she's going to be a model and asks Oda if they can tell their club members. Oda gets happy from all this praise. She tells them to stop it and that it isn't confirmed that she's going to be a model anyway. Momo sits there as she controls her anger and annoyance. Oda continues talking to the girls and says that if they want to tell others, they should make sure to spread the rumors far and wide. The girls say, how modest, unlike that Momo. Erika looks concerned as she talks about how Momo has toned down a lot recently. Tsubaki agrees and says that Momo isn't stupid enough to keep kicking up a fuss, even after her status has been taken away from her. Oda laughs and tells them that it seems like Momo is actually quite stupid because she's at risk of repeating the grade after all. Nazasa gets surprised and says that Momo is worse at her studies than someone like herself, someone who's in a sports club, and says that Momo seems to be a lost cause, and she's done for. Hearing all this scares Momo. Oda smugly tells everyone that Momo is a goner in her studies. She's a loner at school, and on top of that, her almighty model career was easily overtaken by someone like herself. Oda continues and says that Momo wasn't a big deal at all. Hearing this worries Momo even more. Oda is still yapping as she says that she's still a beginner in the industry, and all she had to do was put in a little effort, and she's already on par with Momo. Nazasa smiles and tells Oda that she shouldn't be too complacent. When things get hectic, she too came close to repeating a grade, just like Momo. Oda takes offense to this and tells Nazasa that she's not as stupid as they think she is. She continues and says that Tsubaki and the rest aren't that bright either, and at least she's above average in terms of test results. Momo hears all this, and her spirit gets broken. She thinks that she's really done for this time. Later, we see Momo thinking that it sucks to not be able to defend herself as she looks at a magazine. She takes a closer look at it and gets shocked. She sees that it's Oda on the cover page, and thinks that Oda is already on the cover page. She thinks about the past and wonders how she was the one on the cover page a while ago. She starts telling herself that she's super cute. She keeps repeating it more and more, and every time she thinks that, she gets sadder and sadder. Now we see Momo barge into the chemistry room where the MC is, as she looks annoyed and pissed. The MC tells her that she's the person he wanted to talk to, and tells her that she hasn't handed in her chemistry homework yet. But before he could finish speaking, she grabs his shirt and asks him if he thinks that she's a bad person. She pushes him into the cabinet and screams at him to say that Momo is cute. The MC gives no reaction. Seeing this makes her more desperate and sad. As she's mounted on top of him, she pleads him to please call her cute. But the MC doesn't say anything. He asks her if that's supposed to be a teacher's job. Suddenly, out of nowhere, she starts removing her shirt. The MC remains calm and tries to tell her that she still hasn't learnt her lesson yet. But once again, she doesn't let him speak. She screams at him and tells him that if he doesn't say that she's cute, she'll make him lose his job for sure this time. She tells him that it's for real this time. With desperation and tears in her eyes, she tells him that she'll make sure that he will say that she's cute till he runs out of breath and tries to tempt him with her virginity in exchange for him saying that she's cute. She suddenly removes her bra. She pushes herself more onto him. She starts removing everything as she tells him that even someone like him shouldn't be able to resist what's right in front of him. She loses her mind as she goes full commando and tells him that she might as well lose it all anyway and might as well take him down with her. The MC has a face of despair as he looks at her commando. We see Momo still on top of the MC as she's full commando now and waiting for his response. He apologizes to her and tells her that he's unable to reciprocate her feelings and that this isn't working out. She asks him if he feels nothing, even if she went commando and risked her life for this. He replies and says, unfortunately, no. She gets sad and sits in a corner while still being commando. He walks away as he tells her to please put some clothes on and tells her to know her limits, even if she's running out of her tricks. He continues and tells her that no matter how great her body looks, it won't translate into good grades, and asks her if he can have her chemistry homework now. She once again doesn't listen to him and screams at him, telling him that he doesn't understand anything at all. Now we see Momo thinking about her past where she couldn't get through the auditions and worrying if she's not cut out for the entertainment world. She doesn't give up as she thinks that it's her job. She thinks about the time when she was away from school for so long that she couldn't catch up in her studies and wonders if her future will be all right. She gets angry and tries to tell him that even at school, everything is horrible, and remembers her past self where she kept telling herself to not worry as she's super cute and that it's going to be all right at the verge of breaking down. She screams at the MC and tells him that being cute is more important than anything else in the world to her, and without that, Momo is done for. The MC asks her, what does she want? He tells her that he doesn't get what she's trying to say, because he's not her after all. He reaches his hand out and tells her that he knows one thing for sure, and tells her to hand over her chemistry homework with a straight face, and tells her that if she doesn't, her efforts will really be all for nothing. Now we see Tenjiku worried as she asks the MC if Momo handed her chemistry homework in the end. He replies and tells her that she didn't give it. As he keeps working, he says that he can afford to let this go today, but if Momo doesn't submit it by tomorrow, she'll lose her marks for that. Hearing this worries Tenjiku. She screams at him and asks him if this really is the right way to go, and asks what if Momo repeats the grade and decides to quit school. He replies and asks her what's wrong if she quits. Hearing this confuses Tenjiku. He continues and tells her that attending high school isn't mandatory. He keeps working on his computer as he tells her that as long as Momo is willing to work hard as his student, he will do his best to support her. But if she decides to not do anything, there's nothing he can do about it. If she decides to quit school, he's no longer her teacher, and he's just any other stranger to her. Hearing him say this shocks Tenjiku. As we see Momo depressed and sitting at the stairs, the MC keeps talking to Tenjiku and tells her that he has other students as well, and wasting time on personal matters that have no line to school life isn't part of a teacher's job. He continues and tells Tenjiku that she has her own students to handle, and he has things he needs to do too. What he can do is simply do his job. Hearing all this shocks her even more. Suddenly the staff room door opens and we see that Oda is there as the MC is telling Tenjiku that he's a teacher after all. And this is how this chapter ends. Hope you all enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you,